You asked a question no one speaks out loud. Where were you when my world fell apart? This is the room where your heart broke.
The room where you, when it hurt, when my breath felt thin, when the night pressed heavy and the pain closed in. You whispered back softly when you thought you were alone. I was right beside you, closer than your bones.
You see the memory again, the moment everything shifted, the moment you prayed for a miracle, but all you heard was silence. You felt abandoned, forgotten, left under a sky that refused to answer. But now walk back into it slowly. Look again, not with fear, but with open eyes. The room was darker than words, but there was a presence you did not notice. Your hand shook, your voice cracked, your tears felt like glass, but something held you together. Something kept your heart beating, something whispered when your mind broke, something pulled you forward when your soul wanted to stop. That something was someone, and when you replay the memory, the silence begins to glow, because now you can see what grief hid. He was there.
Where were you when it hurt, when my breath felt thin, when the night pressed heavy and the pain closed in? You whispered back softly when you thought you were alone. I was right beside you, closer than your bones.
You asked where was God when your joy fell dead, when the moment collapsed and your hope turned red. You asked where he stood when the floor gave way, when the words on the phone stole the rest of your day. But listen, pain does not reveal absence, it reveals death. He stood in the place where your fear felt theft. He held your breath in the silent cry. He kept your soul from saying goodbye. He carried the weight you could not name. He stood in the sorrow you could not tame. The question you asked was not wrong or weak, but the God you saw was closer than your cheek. Psalm 34:1-8. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those crushed in spirit.
I was there when your hands shook, when your strength left, when your tears fell without sound.
I stood behind you when the world tilted. I held your breath when you thought it would stop. I carried the pieces of you the night tried to erase, and every moment you thought I was silent, I was speaking in ways your pain could not hear. You were not abandoned, you were held.
Where were you when it hurt, when my breath felt thin, when the night pressed heavy and the pain closed in? You whispered back softly when you thought you were alone. I was right beside you, closer than your bones. He was there, in the breath you barely held, in the tear you could not speak, in the moment you survived.